Alright guys, we're back with another video, and today we're going to be comparing two of the greatest German sports cars of their era, the W205 C63s and the F80 M3 Competition. Today we're going to see which one truly stands out when it comes to sound, style, and everyday usability. So, let's get into it. So before we get started with today's video, let's go over the modifications done to both cars, and we'll start with my car. So this is my 2018 BMW M3 Competition, which is finished in Imola red, and under the hood we have a 3-liter inline-6 twin-turbo engine pushing roughly 444 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque. Right here we have the carbon fiber charge pipes as well as the silicone front mount intakes. So on the exterior, we have the full OEM M Performance catalog of parts, which includes the front lip, the carbon fiber canards, the carbon fiber mirrors, as well as the carbon fiber diffuser. Now walking towards the back of the car, we have these OLED tail lights that are GTS inspired, and we also have the full active AutoWorks exhaust that includes a single mid-pipe and the carbon fiber spoiler. So now down to the shoes. The car is lowered on EMD lowering springs, and it's on BBS RAs, which are 18 inches. And we also have the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's all the way around, and that's the setup for the wheels. So moving over to the interior, the first thing you're gonna see is a half roll cage from Studio RSR. So we also have the carbon fiber seat backs, as well as all the M Performance goodies in the center console, the armrest, the e-brake, and the center trims, as well as a quick release JQ Works steering wheel. So that's my setup on my BMW F80 M3 Competition. Now let's get over to the C63s.
Alright, what's up guys? On this side we have my 2016 C63s wrapped around in black obsidian paint, and under the hood we have a 4-liter bi-turbo V8 making around 575 horsepower, 630 foot-pounds of torque. We have Motorworks cold air intakes, we have PTG blow-off valves, Catalyst FI downpipes, we have a full Motorworks cooling system, and on the front we have a facelift conversion. So this grille is facelifted from a 2019-2018 model, give it a more aggressive look. On the front bumper we have a fake carbon fiber lip. Okay, so all around we have a simple carbon fiber setup. We have carbon fiber OEM AMG mirror caps. Over to the rear we have a Rentex style spoiler, carbon fiber. On suspension we're rocking a full KW suspension. It's lowered a bit, kind of maxed it out to the point where it's drivable. We have full polyurethane bushings all around, so we have diff bushings, we have transmission bushings, engine mounts, give it a bit of more stiffer feel. So on the wheels we have 19-inch OEM style AMG wheels wrapped around in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. They don't hook at all, but that's fine. So on the AMG we have a platinum white diamond stitching interior. We have OEM buckets, really nice. On the rear we have the same thing, white stitching, white diamond stitching all around. Besides that, I have a P3 gauge cluster on my middle air vent. Yeah, so this setup, it's a very daily drivable setup, very comfortable, not super track oriented. I carry my lady and my kid in here, so it does the job very well. This is my 2016 C63 AMG setup, and now that you've seen both whips, let's see which one can be more practical for daily use.
Over here on the C63, we'll check out the trunk space. Pretty spacious, not gonna lie. For the back seats, we'll have Cairo get in.
Usually I have a kid seat right here, so I carry my kid around here, and I still have a good amount of space to put things on the side. So I feel like for the AMG, we have very good back space.
So for my car, this isn't gonna be so practical, but let's get into it. We'll go over the trunk space first. Pretty good trunk space. To the back seats, definitely not fitting a car seat back here. The one big issue I had was I like sitting really far back when I drive, and I had to move this pretty far up because I don't want it to hit. Scraping wise, we'll walk over to the front. The most impractical thing is probably lowering your car, because this is like 2 inches off the ground at the minimum, probably like 2 inches. So I'd be scraping everything. Cairo has a little bit of a better solution. He's got like a fist or so. And that's it for the practicality challenge. That's 1 point for the C63s. So now on to tech and special features. Let's start with my car. First we have these icon headlights, which are OEM. Not all F80s got them, so those are pretty special. And then moving on to the interior, some of the tech involves a quick release steering wheel. That's right. Let me put that right there. And then we can move over to the screen. Another cool little tech feature is that I have my car right there. And this car does self-park. I think it's a part of the executive package. If you get the executive package, your car does park itself. We do have the blind spot monitoring, as well as in the mirrors right there. Those do not work because we have a quick release steering wheel, but who cares, you can just look. Coming down here, we have all these features, which are lane departure warning, frontal collision warning, and then I think another lane departure warning, I don't know. We also have the heads-up display, as well as heated seats in the front and the rear. So the rest of these buttons, like this one, and this one's gonna be your steering. You can change that to Comfort, Sport, or Sport Plus, and that goes the same for the suspension and the engine RPMs. And this button right here is like a Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus button for your transmission.
Alright guys, so on Team Mercedes, we have a more simple setup compared to the F80. Starting off with the interior, we have a heads-up display, and on the center console we have all our basic settings. We have our suspension dampening setting, which really doesn't matter since I'm on KW suspension. I have my EWS settings, and right here I can change my dynamic settings. So we have Comfort, Individual, Sport Mode, Sport Plus, and Race Mode. All modes come with different settings. They're mapped out differently. Sport Plus gives you a little bit more burbles. Race is more linear, and we have Comfort for everyday use. In the center console, we also have the P3 gauge I mentioned. This tells me all my boost levels. It tells me my air to fuel ratio, all the good things when we're doing fun runs. We have Apple CarPlay. It's not on right now, but we have a CD disc. Does your F80 have that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. So we have a CD disc. I never use this. That's a little bit more dated. And on the seats, we do have these bolsters, so we can adjust the side bolsters if you want it a bit more tight, a bit more stiff. We have your lower back support. This will bolster expand up, or you can put it a little bit more down to give you that little bit more bucket feel, and that's about it. So for this round, I do personally have to give it to the F80. I personally feel like it has a bit more features. This model is a bit newer than mine. I do feel like I am lacking some features that the F80 has that I don't. This point goes for Team F80.
All right, boys, we're tied up. The next challenge is gonna be sound check. We're gonna see the intake noises from both cars and the exhaust noises from both cars. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so these are going to be the Comfort revs. And now we're going to change it to Sport Plus. Now we're going to bring up the C63 and see which one sounds louder. So that was Comfort and Sport Plus revs. Let's do a quick intake run and see what the intakes sound like.
Okay guys, now let's check out what the 2016 C63 sounds like. I'm gonna do revs in Comfort first, then we'll switch to Sport Plus. Alright guys, that was Comfort. Now let's do Sport Plus. Now we'll do intake sounds.
Alright guys, so that's the end of the sound challenge of the intake noises and the exhaust noises. Let me know in the comments who y'all think won, but as of today's video, the C63 won that challenge. So another point for the C63S. Now let's get into the next one. Alright guys, so the next challenge is going to be roll racing. We're going to do a 60 to 100 pull to see who wins, and that's gonna be the winner of the next challenge. So once we get to a little bit of road that we can actually do the race on, I'll pick it back up. All right, we're gonna do a little 40 roll. That's one run shot. I don't know who won clearly. I gotta watch back the footage, but that's run one. Ready? Monica! One more. You honk. You honk. Way more horsepower than me. GG! So now we're headed downtown and we're gonna get people's choice and we're gonna see which one the people would choose. The F80 M3 or the C63. So I'll pick it up once we get to downtown. Bro, look at this. It says honk if you're weird. W Aura, bruh! Alright guys, we're in downtown and we got both the whips here and we got this random stranger. We're gonna ask him which car he's gonna pick.
No cap, I'm gonna go with the Highlander. You know, you can fit a bunch of people, the homies, you go in there, you're drunk, y'all just cram in there and you get food afterwards, you know?
So you wouldn't pick one of these?
Nah, you can't even fit your fucking dog back there.
Which one am I picking? Yeah, which car would you pick out of these two? M3?
M3, brother.
All right, one up, one up. We got another vote for red. Two up. C63 has not got one vote yet, unfortunately. If you could take the keys to one.
Then if I get the red one.
I bet. So we're up right now, 3-0. I think that's it. I think I won this challenge, huh? Which one would you pick?
Los dos carros tenemos un 2018 BMW M3 y aquí tenemos un AMG C63.
A mí me gusta el Mercedes,
Mercedes.
Pero-
Mercedes.
pero los dos me gustan.
He really likes the BMW too.
Okay.
He really likes the BMW
So,
too.
one for one?
One for one.
One for one.
Okay.
All right, I
What
like
is the
that.
race?
Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed. We did take the L, unfortunately. The C63 did win out in the performance challenges. We did win the People's Choice, so that's something, right?
I love this car. Crazy spec, crazy build.
Yeah, GG's on the
Yo,
race, bro.
bro. That was a good show.
And I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all go check him out. I'm gonna leave his Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff in the description. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, guys.
Cut this shit up like a shit. 100 solo on rhythm. The king of the coast, you know.